Okay, welcome back to predicting the Premier League 23-24 season with marbles. So here's the current champions names. Wolves, after winning the first race for Grand Prix, are in lead with 25 points. Bournemouth, Man City, and Man United occupy the Champions League spots. Brighton, West Ham in the Europa League spots, and Everton in the Conference League spot. Yeah, meanwhile, on the other side of the table, Luton Town, Nottingham Forest, and Spurs are currently in the relegation zone. But it's only the first race, so anything can happen. Alright, so the second race is wait, my bad, I forgot to change this thing. So the second race is in Manchester. Like I know I said we were gonna play all this in neutral venues, but I'm a Man City fan, so I'll allow this. So this used to be the Etihad Stadium. We're now it's been they took down the football pitch and they've input this track, and as they've renamed it to the Etihad Expressway. So the fans are ready, everyone's ready. So here's the starting positions will be based on the results of last Grand Prix. So Wolves will be your pole sitter, followed by Bournemouth, Man City, Man United, Brighton, West Ham, Everton, Arsenal, Newcastle, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Brentford, Fulham, Sheffield United, Luton Town, Nottingham Forest, and Spurs. Now we are sponsored by Man City, of course, and they put up a blue poster. And God damn it, the Man United fans! Wait, my Jesus. God damn it, the Man United fans jumped out from the stand, and they're now they put up. This is supposed to be a blue moon poster. They put up a Glazers out protest. They painted a Glazers out protest over the blue moon poster there. Okay, whatever. Good. Whatever. Okay, so this is supposed to be a blue moon poster, but I guess the Man United fans have painted a Glazers out poster all. They didn't even do a good job. You can still kind of see blue moon, and you can still see the blue moon deco. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Let's just start the race. There's 15 laps. 3, 2, 1, go! As Wolves in the early Man United taking a nice overhead move to overtake Man City and get into second place. A nice bounce off the wall from Man City sees them take the lead over the Wolves. Alright, it's Man City in the lead, followed by Brighton, Bournemouth, Burnley, Newcastle. Wolves are pole sitters already in sixth. And yeah, Brighton are up into second now. Yeah, and I've actually spread the fan stands around the track. The fan stands are actually spread around the track this time. So yeah, we're approaching the Liverpool and Arsenal fan stands. And the Arsenal and Liverpool fans are not happy. Arsenal and Liverpool are literally in dead last right now. Meanwhile, Man City are still in front, followed by Brighton, Bournemouth, Burnley, Newcastle, Wolves, West Ham, and Man United. And they're passing by the Spurs, Chelsea, Brighton, and Wolves fans. Spurs need to improve their showing this time around because they got 20th place in the last Grand Prix, so not good. Newcastle up into second now. Yeah, Newcastle up into second now, and Brighton have dropped back to third. Yeah, Arsenal and Liverpool fighting to not be last. Yeah, not really much to say. The pass by the Everton, pass by the Everton, Brentford, Crystal Palace, and Burnley fans, and Man City and Newcastle perfectly execute this hard part of the course, and they've got a massive lead now. And now Luton Town are up into third, Fulham are in fourth now, and Sheffield United are in fifth. Brighton drop back to sixth. And now there's the huge accelerator part. Yeah, that is my favorite part of the course, the huge accelerator. And Man City crossed the finish line in first place to start the second lap. You can see the marbles are starting to spread out. There's a huge gap. There's a huge gap between 13th place West Ham and 14th place Nottingham Forest. Yeah, meanwhile, last place is Liverpool by a decent margin now. Yeah, there's a tight battle in front for the lead between Man City, Luton Town, and Newcastle. Now, Newcastle are bouncing off the floor at a different weight than Man City and Luton Town. We'll see how that helps. Newcastle are directly behind Luton Town now. And Man City, Fulham are up into fourth now. Yeah, Yeah. Meanwhile, in the middle of the pack, here's some middle of the pack action because you don't really get to see the middle pack most often. So you can see Arsenal. Arsenal have made a recovery. They're now like almost on lap. Yeah. Arsenal have broken into the top half. They made a good recovery. And Man City still in the lead, but Luton Town are literally breathing down their neck. There's no room for error for either of them. And Newcastle are literally like 2 inches away. I think it's gonna be a very close fight for the lead in this race. Yeah, Fulham are fourth, but they're pretty far away from everyone else. Yeah, then we have Sheffield United, who are now in fifth. Brighton sixth, West Ham seventh, Arsenal eighth, Man United ninth, and Everton 10th. Arsenal were in second last at the end of the first lap. They made a huge recovery this lap. Oh, and an error for Man City, error for the leaders, Man City and Luton Town. These Newcastle and Fulham take full advantage. Newcastle now in the lead, followed by Fulham. Luton Town in third, and Man City in fourth. Yeah, Newcastle are leading the race now after an error from our race leaders. Yeah, so now we're going to see Newcastle in front, followed by Fulham and Luton Town and Man City. Sheffield United are 5th, Brighton are still in 6th, West Ham are in 7th, Arsenal are up to 8th place now, they've gained a spot. Yeah, Aston Villa 9th and what the hell? Man United. That's gonna be a DNF. That's going to be a DNF. And the Man United fans are not happy. Yeah, that is going to be a DNF. Yeah, unfortunately, that is going to be a DNF. I don't even know how the Man United was managed that, but that is going to be a DNF. So yeah, the Man United fans, they're not happy. Well, so to be fair, that is karma. I guess you would say that is karma for them painting a Glazers outing over the Blue Moon sponsor message that was supposed to be there. Yeah, Newcastle are in the lead by a very large margin now. Fulham make a mistake, and that sees Luton Town and Man City get by, but Man City make a nice overhead move to get by Luton Town and are back in second. So the Man United fans and the Man United marble is now actually attacking the Liverpool fans. That's classic Man United. They hate Liverpool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Man United marble getting back at Liverpool, even though it's literally one. I think that's a track defect. Yeah, I think that must be like a track defect in the Etihad Expressway. Newcastle, our race lead is perfectly executed the hardest turn of the course, and they're pulling away from. Meanwhile, Sheffield United make a mistake, and that allows Brighton and West Ham to get by. Brighton and West Ham are now in 4th and 5th. Arsenal 6th, Fulham 7th, Sheffield United drop 4 spots. Oh, an error from Luton Town. Brighton and West Ham get by, and they're now in 3rd and 4th. Yeah, Newcastle used the launcher to get by. Oh, my bad. It should be the 4th lap at this point. Yeah, Newcastle are going to start the 4th lap. Yeah, Newcastle will start the 4th lap in 1st place. Okay, every DNF we have, we're going to speed up the track by 1 lap. So that way we don't risk any more DNFs, because there's clearly a track defect if there's a DNF. So, Newcastle are leading, so now we're on the 5th lap. Newcastle are leading the race by a lot. And you can see they're passed by I guess this turn is gonna be called the Man United turn now, because the Manchester United racer is just stuck there. Yeah, Newcastle first, Man City second, but the gap between Newcastle and Man City is absolutely huge. It's gonna be pretty difficult to catch up to Newcastle. Brighton in 3rd, Luton Town in 4th, West Ham in 5th, Arsenal 6th, Fulham 7th, Sheffield United 8th, Aston Villa 9th, and Nottingham Forest 10th. How is Spurs do? Spurs are in 18th place. I think Spurs are gonna get relegated. What happened to Arsenal? Wait, no, no. Yeah, what happened to Arsenal? Liverpool are now. Since when are Liverpool are 7th, and Arsenal are in dead last aside from Man United, but Man United didn't even finish the race. So the Newcastle still leading the race. Okay, let's take a look at the middle of the pack. Okay, nothing. This is like the long straight, so everyone's gonna stay in one position. Yeah, here we have the hardest turn of the race. It's the normal turn, but Newcastle and Man City make light work of it. Yeah, the entire top 5. does completes the turn easily. Well, these are yeah, because no, this turn is hard because if you're bunched up, you're gonna like collide in midair with a bunch of racers bunched up. But now you can see the gap between racers is starting to widen, so that turn's gonna become easier and easier as we progress. Here we go, the launcher. There was apparently a tracking, but it caused Man United to not even finish the race. Alright, so Newcastle are gonna start the 6th lap of the race in first place still. Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, there haven't been any more did not finishes yet. Newcastle, look at the lead Newcastle has now. This is insane. This is by far the most dominant performance we've seen from a Marvel so far. Yeah, meanwhile, Liverpool are up into the top 6 and are starting to challenge. Well, there's still a decent gap between 5th place Luton Town and 6th place Liverpool, but I think Liverpool can actually start to contend now. Yeah, the Man United racer is just stuck now. They're just stuck. They've lost a. Yeah, so Man United are going to not finish the race. Yeah, Newcastle first by a large margin, Man City second, West Ham third, Brighton fourth, Luton Town fifth, Liverpool sixth, Fulham seventh, Sheffield United eighth, Aston Villa ninth, and Nottingham Forest rounds out the top 10. Arsenal in 19th place now, like literally, and Bournemouth was sitting in second place at the start of the race, and now they're in 18th place, and our pole sitters Wolves are in Our pole sitters Wolves have dropped all the way back to 12th place. Where did Newcastle finish last? Newcastle was started the race in 9th position, and here they are leading the race. And look at their lead; they have a very good chance to win it now. Yeah, Newcastle in the lead by a large margin. Yeah, because this one's gonna become less complicated as we go, because the marshals actually start to space out and not hit the other's mid-air. Okay, now we have the accelerator that caused Man United to fly out of the track. And Newcastle are gonna start the 8th lap. Yeah, my bad, I forgot to change this. Newcastle are gonna start the 8th lap in first place. Yeah, meanwhile, there's a huge. Yeah, so it's. The pack, we see a nice overhead move from Crystal Palace, sees them pass up Burnley for 13th place. Yeah, so Newcastle in the lead by a large margin. There was a West Ham error on the accelerator that sees them drop all the way back to 11th. So that allows Luton Town to take advantage and move up into 4th place. Liverpool 5th, Fulham 6th, Sheffield United 7th, Everton have gained 2 spots, they're in 8th, Nottingham Forest 9th, and West Ham in 10th. Yeah, there's not really much to compensate now. It's just Newcastle destroying up. Okay, we are seeing Man City pull away from Brighton and lose the town more. So yeah, I think Newcastle's chance to win this race is now like 90%. Yeah, Arsenal still in line. Bournemouth are second. We're seeing started the race second, and they are now literally in poor showings from all the top four. Because Wolves started the race at first, Bournemouth started the race at second, Man City started the race at third, and Man United started the race at fourth. Man United did finish. Bournemouth are in 18th place. Wolves are like 14th or something, and Man City are the only team that have that started in the top four that are actually still doing well in the race. Yeah, the Newcastle fans are loving this. Here we are heading into the accelerator. Alright, so Newcastle are going to start the next race, the next lap of the course. Yeah, we're on the 10th lap now. 10th lap now. Time is running out. Marbles need to make, if Marbles are planning to make a move for like a high position, they need to. Wolves, our pole sitters, are now sitting in third to last, and Bournemouth are sitting in 17th now. Brentford are now in provisional last, technically last place, but Man United are a DNF. So yeah, like look at the way Newcastle look. Like Newcastle are like at this point 20 lengths clear of Man City and Brighton. All right, we're heading into the halfway point of the second lap. Yeah, 'cause, yeah, this track's more geometrical. It's not really a free flow track like the Jakarta Grand Prix. This track is very geometrical. Like it's exactly symmetrical in this area, and like kind of symmetrical on this area and this area. Yeah, Newcastle in first place by a very large margin now. And yep, Newcastle have completed the accelerator, and they're going to cross on and start the 11th lap. There's 5 laps to go. Everyone needs to make the moves now. Okay, okay, let's have some middle of the pack action. Why not? So you can see, Liverpool have dropped to 6th place. Sheffield United are up into 5th now. Fulham is 7th. Everton 8th. West Ham have kind of made a recovery. They're in 9th place. Crystal Palace 10th. Nottingham Forest 11th. Aston Villa 12th. Burnley 13th. Arsenal 14th. And okay, there's a huge gap between 14th place Arsenal and 15th place Bournemouth. Yeah, a nice move from Brentford sees them overtake. Yeah, and Wolves are pole sitters are literally in last place besides Man United. Chelsea are 18th, Spurs are 17th, Brentford are 16th, Bournemouth 15th. Yeah, meanwhile, Newcastle are absolutely crushing the race. Alright, so Newcastle are in the lead. Man City, Brighton, Luton Town are in 4th now. Yeah, Sheffield United 5th, then Liverpool, Fulham, Everton, West Ham, and Crystal Palace rounding out the top 10. And everyone's just passed by the Man United score now. Okay, so a new rule. Should I make a DNF like a -3 or something? Yeah, I should probably make a DNF like a -3. But I'm not going to do it. That'll be cool. Because Man United are already gonna receive 0 points. Alright, Newcastle are in the lead by a very large margin now. Well, actually, no, I think the margin stayed around the same. But, like, yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna. Newcastle needs to, like, seriously mess up, like, DNF. Alright, so, Newcastle start the 12th lap of the race. It's Newcastle followed by Man City, Brighton, Luton Town, Sheffield United, Liverpool, Fulham, Everton, West Ham, Crystal Palace, and Nottingham Forest rounding up the top 10. Yeah, you can see there's a huge gap between 13th place Bournemouth, 14th place Bournemouth, and yeah, fifth. Yeah, there's a huge gap between wait, have Wolves? Okay. Oh my God, Wolves are in last by like the biggest margin. Like there's already a huge gap between 15th place Bournemouth and 14th place Arsenal, but there's an even bigger gap between 19th place, 18th place Chelsea and 19th place Wolves. Yeah, Newcastle have a massive lead going into the second half of the race. I don't think anybody gonna catch Newcastle this one. Brighton make a very good overhead move, and they've overtaken Man City. They're now in second place. Yeah, Brighton with a nice overhead move on the slope to overtake the Man City marble, and they're now up into second place. Yeah, drama near the other race. Man City lose their second spot to Brighton, but it's still close. I think Man City can still get back if they make the right moves. Yeah, the Newcastle fans are lapping this up right now. Their gap between Newcastle, like the gap between first place Newcastle and second place Brighton is like 30 marble lengths at this point. And look, yep, Newcastle are gonna be the first ones on the accelerator. If Newcastle don't do what Man United did and don't finish, that's gonna be a disaster for them. This is the most dominant race of the entire. This is probably gonna be the most dominant race of the entire season, based on the current trend of people starting pole position. All right, we're on the 13th lap. There's 3 laps to go, and nobody else has not finished the course, so that's good. So going into the 13th lap, Newcastle will lead Brighton second, Man City third, Luton Town fourth, Sheffield United fifth, Liverpool sixth, Fulham seventh, Everton eighth, West Ham ninth, and Crystal Palace 10th. Yeah, okay, the championship as it stands, Man City will actually take the lead because they've been very consistent. Wolves and Bournemouth have not been consistent. Wolves are currently in 19th and Bournemouth in 15th. And yeah, Brighton are pulling away from Man City, but Man City have actually been consistent. If this result holds, they will be finished third place in both Grand Prix so far, and they'll be in first place with 36 points, 36 championship points. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna get a lap this race. Like Spurs were the only marble last race to get a lap, but I don't think anyone's gonna get a lap this race because of how geometric and easy the turns are. Like even this was not prime anymore because all the marbles at this point, literally all the marbles are not bunched. All the marbles aren't bunched up anymore, so you can't collide mid-air. Newcastle. Newcastle are the first ones off the accelerator again. And yep, they're going to start the 14th lap of the race. Brighton in second. Man City in third. Luton Town in fourth. Sheffield United in fifth. Liverpool in sixth. Fulham seventh. Everton eighth. West Ham ninth. And Crystal Palace 10th. Yeah, then after that, it's Burnley. Arsenal kind of made a recovery. They're in 12th place now. Yeah, Burnley, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Brentford, Spurs, Chelsea, and Wolves. Yeah, there's 2 laps left. Nobody at this point, nobody's gonna catch Newcastle. I think Man City aren't gonna catch Brighton. Okay, so while this is going on, I'm gonna yeah, while this is going on, I'm gonna create like the bucket for the winners. Alright, so that's where the winners are gonna go. Newcastle first, Brighton second, Man City third, Wolves in last, and like second. Yeah, Wolves are very low because Man United were near the front race before the DNF. So Wolves should be Wolves should be very happy that Man United did not finish. Otherwise, they are going to be influenced for literally starting the race in pole position and finishing last in the race. Like the first race, Man City started in pole position because they won the 2022-2023 Premier League, and then they did drop down 2 places, but they only went from pole position. The Wolves have dropped from pole position to 19th place, and it would be 20th place if Man United had got itself launched off the course. Alright, Newcastle onto the accelerator. Brighton second. And this is going to be the final lap of the race. Yeah, Newcastle first, Brighton second, Man City third, Luton Town fourth, Sheffield United fifth, Liverpool sixth, Fulham seventh, West Ham eighth, Everton ninth, Crystal Palace 10th, Burnley 11th. Yeah, Arsenal 12th, Aston Villa 13th, Nottingham Forest 14th, Bournemouth 15th, Brentford 16th. Brentford. Yeah, the Brentford marble just knocked the Spurs marble off the launcher. That sent Spurs down to 18th. Yeah, Chelsea is still down to 18th. Wolves still in last place, unfortunately. You can see here, this is my very badly drawn Man City logo. It's very badly drawn. Like, okay, yeah, this is my terribly drawn Man City logo. Alright, Newcastle in first place, heading into the last stretch. Newcastle first, Brighton second, Man City third, Luton Town fourth, Sheffield United fifth, Liverpool sixth, Fulham seventh. Yeah, Wolves literally got to finish race in last. Yeah, second for last. So so Wolves should be lucky. They're picking up 1 point from the race. Yeah, it's almost a victory for Newcastle. Right to have calf hop a little bit, but there's not enough. There's definitely not enough time. It's almost a victory for Newcastle, but not quite. All they need to now is avoid getting launched out of the course by the accelerator and not finishing those. All they need to do now is avoid a DNF, and they're going through. They're literally about to win the race. And yep, Newcastle are gonna win the Manchester Grand Prix. Brighton in second, Man City third, Luton Town fourth. Okay, I need to dump them in there. Alright, Sheffield United fifth, Liverpool sixth, Fulham seventh, West Ham eighth. Alright, Everton ninth, Palace 10th, Burnley 11th, Arsenal 12th. Yeah. Aston Villa 13th, Nottingham Forest 14th, Bournemouth 15th. Yeah, Bournemouth started the race in second, but they were gonna have to sell for 15th place this time. Brentford crossing the line 16th place. Spurs 17th, Chelsea 18th, Wolves 19th, dead last. Okay, so I guess the Spurs aren't really they're not that bad. They're still kind of bad, but they're not that bad. But yeah, they suck in marble race apparently. And finally, Man United did not finish the race. They will be 20th place. So now it's time. Okay, now for the sake of the scene not lagging while I'm moving things around. The fans are gonna have to go home now. Yeah, the fans are going home now. Yeah, cause the stadium's closing. The fans are going home. Except for the Man City Man United fans, we're gonna have a brawl later. But now it's a lot less laggy while moving the scoreboard around. So now it's time to add the points from this race. Now we are using the same scoreboard since it was last time. So first place. So basically first 25, second 20, third 18, fourth 15, fifth 12, sixth 10, seventh 9, eighth 8, ninth 7, 10th 6, 11th 5, 12th 4, 13th to 14th 3 points, 15th to 16 2 points, 17th to 19 1 point, and that last or did not finish no points. So Man United will have 0 points. Okay, so for Newcastle, 32 points. Okay, no, they got 7 from the first race. And 25 from race 2. So they should be at 32 now. Yeah, Brighton are gonna get 20 points. So they will also be at 32 points. Man City are getting 18 points again, so they will take the lead in the championship standings with 36 points. Yeah. Luton Town, after a disastrous win last time, they will pick up. Yeah, Luton Town will pick up 15 points, which will take them to 60 points now. That will propel them up. That's going to propel them to solid mid-table. Sheffield United pick up 12 points. They're going to have 13 points now. Yeah, yeah. Liverpool pick up 10 points, and yeah, it's definitely a better showing than their first race. So now they'll be up to 14 points. It's a better showing than the first race. Fulham 7th, so they will get 9 points. Yeah, once a better showing than the first race too. That'll be yeah they've multiplied their point tally by 5. Yeah. West Ham finished 8th, so they will get 8 points, and this takes their point tally up to 18. So yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. West Ham will be near the top. Are gonna be new. Everton got 9th place, so they will take 7 points, and their point tally will now be 16. Yeah, Palace 10th, so that will be 6 points for Palace. So they will have 11 points. Burnley 11th, 5 points. Arsenal 12th, so that will be 4 points. Yeah, Aston Villa 13th, so that's 3 points. So they're gonna have 6 points now. Yeah, Nottingham Forest 14th. That'll get them a solid 3 points. So they're gonna have 4 points now. Yeah, Bournemouth 15th. So that's 2 points after a dominant showing in the first way. They just ran out of steam. Yeah, they're still pretty high up the standings thanks to their first 3 points, but yeah, that's gonna be disappointing for them. Yeah, Brentford 16th. That'll be another 2 points. Yeah, Spurs 17th. That'll actually be a point this time. Spurs finally get off the mark in terms of points. Yeah. Chelsea and Wolves 18-19, they will get 1 point. Yeah, this takes Wolves to 26 points in the standings. And Chelsea to 4 points. Yeah, it's not looking good. So now it's time to actually update the thing. So Man City in first. Now Newcastle are gonna be ahead of Brighton in the standings because the tiebreaker is best race performance. Brighton's best performance right now is second, while Newcastle's best performance is a race win. So they are gonna be ahead. Yeah, Wolves dropped to 4th place after an absolute disaster of a second race. Bournemouth dropped to 5th. Yeah, West Ham remains 6th. Everton will remain in 7th. Well, actually no, Luton Town move up all the way to 7th because of a better race performance than Everton. Everton dropped 1 spot to 8th place. Okay, Man United drop off from 4th to 9th all the way from 4th to 9th because of the DNF. And Liverpool will round up the top 10 with 14 points. Alright, so yeah, Spurs are still in dead last concerning relegation. Yeah, and all the relegation spots. Yeah, Brentford dropped to second last because they have 4 points and their best performance is a 2 point. Now Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, their best performance is a 3 pointer. So yeah, we only count points here. So the tiebreaker will be who performed better in the last race. And it will be Nottingham Forest. Chelsea dropped into 18th place and the relegation zone. Aston Villa dropped to 16th. Yeah. Yeah, no. Now, Palace did perform better than Burnley this time. So Palace dropped from 11th to 15th. Burnley moved to 14th place. Fulham 13th. Yeah, Arsenal 12th and Sheffield United 11th. So this is how the championship standings look after two races: Man City, Newcastle, and Brighton, the main contenders to win the title, and there's a relegation battle between Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Brentford, and Tottenham. Alright, so that's the end of this video. We're gonna like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.